Late for school, the bell had already rung when the classroom door slid open with a nervous creak, and every head turned. In that breathless silence, a single boy stood frozen in the doorway, chest heaving, hair sticking in every possible direction, and eyes wide like he'd just outrun a pack of wolves. This was Milo Tran, the kid who was never late, the kid who once arrived to school during a typhoon, on foot. So when he walked in after the bell, everyone braced for a story worth hearing. Miss Lean lowered her glasses, fixing him with that stare teachers reserve for mysteries and troublemakers. "Milo," she said softly, "would you like to explain why you're late?" Milo swallowed. A dozen excuses flashed through his mind. Traffic, power outage, lost backpack, alien abduction, but all of them faded because the truth, as unbelievable as it sounded, was stranger. He stepped forward. "Well, see, miss." He clutched the strap of his bag like it was the only thing holding him upright. "I woke up early." The class blinked. Early? This was not the direction they expected. "How early?" Miss Lean asked. About 4 in the morning." Gasp, someone whispered. "He's lying," as if waking up early was physically impossible for a teenager. Milo continued, voice quivering under the weight of all eyes on him. "I thought it was time for school, so I jumped out of bed, brushed my teeth, put on my uniform, packed my lunch, even combed my hair." He paused, glancing at his reflection in the window. "But then I guess the combing didn't last." A few students snickered. Miss Lean didn't smile. She simply nodded for him to go on. "Well," Milo said, "when I was ready to leave, I checked the clock." He held up 2 fingers dramatically. "And it said 4:02. Laughter burst, loud and uncontrollable, echoing off the classroom walls. Even Miss Lean had to press her lips together to stop a smile from escaping. "So, what did you do?" she asked. "I lay down for just 1 minute," Milo said, holding his hands apart like he was measuring a tiny fish. Just one. A hush fell. Everyone knew where this was going. "And then?" Miss Lean asked. Milo sighed in defeat. "And then my alarm woke me up again, at 8:15. The class exploded. Desks shook. Someone almost fell out of their chair. Even Miss Lean couldn't hide her laugh this time, the sound warm and ringing. But as the laughter faded, Milo lifted his head. There was something sincere, almost vulnerable, behind the embarrassment. "I really tried, miss," he said. "I woke up early because I wanted today to be a good day. I didn't want to disappoint you or anyone." The room softened. Miss Lean stepped closer, her tone gentler now, touched by the earnestness shining in his eyes. "Milo," she said quietly, "being early doesn't make the day good." She tapped his chest lightly. "Showing up with honesty does." He blinked, relief flooding through him. She pointed to his seat. "Go on. Take your place. Next time, though, maybe don't trust 1-minute naps." The class laughed again, but this time the laughter wrapped around him like a welcome, not a mockery. And as Milo walked to his desk, cheeks still pink, but heart strangely light, he realized something important. Sometimes the mistakes we're most embarrassed by are the ones that make us feel the most human. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe to help the channel grow.